Hello everybody and welcome back. We're looking at question 15 now on our grade 8 Gauss paper. Yelena recites PQRSTU repeatedly. So she just says it over and over and over again. Zeno recites 1, 2, 3, 4 repeatedly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. If Yelena and Zeno begin at the same time and recite at the same rate, which combination will not be said? That's kind of an interesting question. Now, one thing we could do is we could write until they both repeat. And when are they going to repeat? They're going to repeat when Yelena says P and Zeno says 1 again. That's the first time they should repeat. So we could probably write out. Okay? Now, why do I think that we'd be able to write this out? Okay? Well, one thing I notice is that Yelena says 6 numbers each time, whereas Zeno says 4 numbers each time. So they'll both be back to P and 1. The first number after 12, after the 12th thing they say, well, not first number, first thing that they say after 12. Why 12? 12 is the lowest common multiple of 6 and 4. Because if they're both going to restart at the same time, then they both must have finished their whole blocks. So they both must have said n numbers, where n is a multiple of 6. So Yelena can finish her 6 numbers and start again at P. And a multiple of 4, because Zeno needs to finish his 4 numbers and start again at 1. Okay? So it doesn't take us too long to work out everything. And even if you were just sort of experimenting by writing them out and trying to figure out what things are or are not said, you'll run into this repeat pretty quickly. Okay? So now we just go through each of the possible answers and say, well, can these happen? So does T1 ever happen? Yeah, T1 happens. How about U2? Well, certainly. I mean, if T1 happens, U is the next thing after T, and 2 is the next thing after 1. Q4. Yeah, happens right here. R2 and T3. So R2 and T3. So T3, but I don't see R2. I see R1 and R3. Okay? And if we take a step back, so we see that D must be the answer. Even if we didn't know that they were going to repeat, we can certainly see some patterns. P, R, and T only ever match up with odd numbers. Okay? Whereas Q, S, and U, we would notice, only ever match up with even numbers. So that can certainly help. Okay? So when they come along and say it needs to be R2, you say, oh, R does not match with even numbers. Okay? Nice little observation that we could make, but either way, we see D is going to be our answer for this one. Okay? So that's question number 15. Up next, of course, question number 16.